Der Herausforderer kommt aus Wien. Er wiegt 85 Kilogramm. Darius!
One of the real shooting stars here in Pro Wrestling Austria, and still less than 4 years into his career. Surely the biggest opportunity of that young career tonight for Darius, a chance to become the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion. He's been incredibly impressive as this charismatic young man in the times we've seen him so far. Ultimately winning a long-running feud against Lucifer Lohan at Chapter 3, put in a hell of a performance against Michael Oku, Chapter 4, first chance. And then he won a 4-way match to become the #1 contender back at Fall Mayhem. That is what has brought him here today. He is undoubtedly the underdog, but can Darius shock the world?
Und hier kommt sein Gegner. In Begleitung von Laurance Roman. Er stammt aus Tulln, wiegt 135 Kilogramm und repräsentiert Amboss. Er ist der amtierende Passion Pro Champion und PWÖ Openweight Champion Robert Dreissker!
You are looking at the leader of Amboss, the head coach of the WXW Wrestling Academy, the WXW Unified World Wrestling Champion, the Passion Pro Champion, and most importantly, for our purposes today, the reigning and defending Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion. A 15-year veteran is Robert Dreissker. In his current reign with that openweight title, he has beaten some of the best, including Chris Colen, Martin Payne, Ricky Sky, Orshi, Urkshi Gilyas, Noé Ahuka, and most recently, Peter Tioni. All have tried, all have failed to stop Robert Dreissker. He and the faction he leads are among the most dominant forces in all of European wrestling. Laurance Roman, another member of Amboss, we're going to see in action later on, accompanying Dreissker to the ring. And Robert Dreissker getting ready to go to work, defending that Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship. Darius is going to have to keep an eye on Roman as well at ringside. This is getting intense already. Cheap shot there from Dreissker. Dreissker showing off some of that championship gold with which he is, quite honestly, weighed down now. Fans here, a sold-out crowd, remember, at the community hall in Lanzenkirchen, firmly behind Darius. Will the tyrannical reign of Robert Dreissker continue here at Stronger Together? Final checks from the referee. We are underway. Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship on the line, and immediately Laurance Roman sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. The odds were already stacked against Darius, even without Roman out here. Of course, we know the other two members of Amboss, the Arrows of Hungary, they're in the building tonight as well, though I suspect they are pretty busy preparing for the finals of that tag team title tournament that's coming up later on. Darius is inviting Roman into the ring. Roman, when it came to it, backing away. Not much love here for Robert Dreissker. Fans desperate to see a change in ownership of that open weight title. Might we see some magic here from Darius? Well, there's an early reality check. The raw power of Dreissker on display. Darius just taking a moment, composing himself. Can't let himself be too deterred, too disappointed by the outcome of that brief opening exchange. He'll try again here, another collar and elbow tie-up. Dreissker just nonchalantly tossing Darius all the way out of the ring to the outside. Dreissker talking some trash as well to Darius. It's been something of a fairy tale story, Darius, the way he's been able to fight his way into becoming the #1 contender, but to go from #1 contender to actually becoming the champion is a different challenge altogether. Darius learning that very, very quickly. We're going to lock up again here, and once again Dreisker's going to get the better of this. You just wonder whether, from Darius's perspective, maybe going for those lockups isn't the smartest move. Maybe play to your strengths a little bit more. Probably has the edge over Dreissker in speed, agility. Maybe that's what he should try and turn to here, rather than trying to match Dreissker for power, because that's what will happen. The elbow smash into the face of the challenger. Dreissker, ever hostile towards any kind of criticism. Getting engaged in an argument here with one of the fans in the front row. Darius getting quite the opposite reaction from that fan. Dreissker clearly not happy with the hostility he's receiving here, and that seems to be part of the reason that Amboss have that chip on their shoulder that I was talking about earlier. They seem to think that everyone in the wrestling industry should be grateful to them. Everyone should see the world the way they do. Dreissker really the mastermind behind the Amboss philosophy of reclaim, reshape, rebuild. Dreissker, headlock takedown on Darius. Even while he's got him down that headlock, you see Dreissker just still doing a bit of jaw-jacking with some of the fans. Darius been able to get back to his feet. Able to release himself, but the shoulder block from Dreissker takes him immediately off his feet. Darius, some quick shots there. That briefly seemed to open a possibility of some offense for him, but Dreissker again throwing him over the top to the outside. Dreissker still having some I guess we call them public relations problems in terms of his interactions with the fans. Dreissker inviting Darius back into the ring. Darius, for all the support he's getting here, hasn't been able to make much of a dent in the armor of the champion just as of yet. This time though, Dreissker was talking too much. Darius caught him off guard, now he's got him in the corner. Dreissker so powerful, shoving him away. Darius comes back for more again. That one seemed to hurt Dreissker, but Dreissker comes firing back with a powerful clothesline. Dreissker bringing things back to the pace that suits him, slowing it down, circling his opponent, then hits him with an elbow to the back of the head. Elbow to the side of the head as well. Rattling the brain here of Darius. Dreissker send Darius hard into the corner. There's that turnbuckle and then hits him with a clothesline in the corner. That big tree trunk-like leg gets him in the midsection. Darius's chances of becoming the openweight champion, you get the feeling, I was about to say they were fading fast, but here he comes, Darius. Enziguri. Dreissker not taken off his feet, but he's thrown to the outside and now he is off his feet. The fans here starting to believe, they're chanting for Darius. Darius, now the one standing tall in the middle of the ring, waiting for Dreissker to get back in. Dreissker knows he could lose the match by count-out, retain the title, but Dreissker wants to make an example of Darius. He's not going to take the cheap way out here, not because he has any particular integrity, but just because he wants to deliver a beat down here onto Darius, and that's exactly what he's doing. Dreissker putting the boot in. Dreissker gonna choke this young man over that middle rope. Dreissker with such a short fuse, a real temper. He knows how far he can take it. He's able to channel that rage. Kicked right to the lower back from Dreissker. You can hear Darius just screaming in pain there. Dreissker with these disrespectful pushes with the bottom of the boot and then sending Darius all the way to the outside once more. How many times has Dreissker done that? Is that the third time maybe? He's just thrown his opponent out of the ring as if to say, it's my ring, not yours. Where's this going? Well, Dreissker, I think, is sending Darius out of the building entirely. Dreissker having another disagreement, another little confrontation with one of the fans. Dreissker is from here in Austria, and you would expect maybe he'd have a little bit more popularity, but I think it speaks to the personality of Robert Dreissker, and even in his home country, not getting much support from anyone. Darius, despite being physically thrown out of the building a moment ago by Dreissker, he's back in here. Remember, the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship is on the line here. Darius still showing some fight, showing some heart. Elbow from Dreissker, and that's the problem. Whenever Darius seems able to just get some kind of foothold in this match, it was just one of those massive strikes. And that huge frame of Robert Dreissker just cancels out any momentum that Darius has been able to build up Still fighting though. Shots to the ribs here of the champion. Harras, but Dreissker was just screaming in his face. The intensity ratcheting up a couple of notches here, and Dreissker springboarding off that middle turnbuckle into the crossbody. That might do it for Dreissker, but no, Darius kicks out. Dreissker trying to complain to the referee that it was a slow count. I certainly don't think it was, but Dreissker, I think, taken aback slightly at the fact that Darius didn't stay down off of that huge crossbody. Dreissker, that enormous arm wrapped around the jaw, around the chin of Darius, just cutting off the oxygen supply to the brain. Darius might have too much courage, too much determination to tap out, but it doesn't stop him from passing out. He knew he had to get out of that hold, and he has, but Dreisker's going to come back with a kick. No, a neck breaker. Neck breaker from Darius. Darius, you saw his mouth wide open there, gasping for air, trying to get some oxygen flowing back around his system. Dreissker, I think it's going to be first up of the two. Yes, he is. Darius immediately comes at him with a jawbreaker. This might be the best spell of the match for Darius so far. The champion been taken off his game here. Here comes Darius. Those right hands from Darius. Dreissker doing his best to cover up in the corner. Darius now trying to send him across the ring. Dreissker too strong, reversed it, went in for the avalanche, no one there. Here comes Darius. Elbow to the right side of the head of Robert Dreissker. Another elbow from Darius. Kick to the left side of the head, and Dreissker is down. The champion is on his knees here. Darius gonna climb to the top. This might be your opportunity, Darius. Here he comes, a crossbody from Darius this time. He'll go for the pin, and Dreissker kicks out. Man, that was close. Dreissker playing with fire there. That was well under a quarter of a second left before Dreissker would have sacrificed that Openweight Championship. Darius growing in belief with every passing moment, maybe looking for a fisherman's suplex. Dreissker making himself difficult to lift. Dreisker's got him up, a spine buster. And another example of Dreissker just cutting off the momentum of the challenger. In fact, not just cutting off the momentum, but Dreissker looking to put the exclamation point on a successful title defense. Robert Dreissker looking for the Dreissker bomb. Dreissker hasn't seen it, but Darius is up, and Darius, a shot to the lower back. Dreissker thought the challenger was going to stay down. Darius, hang on. Darius has Dreissker on his shoulders. Incredible strength from Darius. And Darius dropping Dreissker hard on his back, right in the middle of the ring. Darius may have stunned the champion, and he got another 2 count. For the first half of this match, I think Robert Dreissker believed that he was going to have a relatively easy day at the office, but it's not an easy day now. In fact, Darius, he might be the one looking to end this. With that swanton bomb he hit so elegantly, but Dreissker knew that. Dreissker wasn't going to stay down, wasn't going to let Darius climb the ropes with Dreissker flat on his back down beneath him. Dreissker, I think, is going to try and hook that arm of Darius behind his head, maybe trying for the superplex. There's a headbutt, though, from Darius. Dreissker falls down to the canvas. Maybe another chance here for Darius. Darius getting his balance. Going for the swanton, and Dreissker moved. Dreissker moved out of the way. Dreissker. A pump handle slam from the champion. Dreisker's going to try and retain here, and no, Darius still in it. Darius still in it. And we still don't know who's leaving stronger together as the open weight champion. Still fighting is Darius. He's got him on his shoulders. No, he doesn't. His body gave way in the end. And Darius, oh my, that was hard shoulder first into the steel ring post. Dreissker with the avalanche in the corner. Darius collapsing. And now Robert Dreissker, second turnbuckle. Dreissker looking for the Dreissker bomb and gets it. Dreissker makes the cover, and Dreissker in the end retains the Openweight Championship.
Und damit der Sieger und weiterhin PWÖ Openweight Champion Robert Dreissker.
Despite Darius's best efforts, it remains so far a flawless night for Amboss. The Arrows of Hungary in the tag team title tournament final, and Robert Dreissker retaining his openweight championship. Laurance Roman again out here with Dreissker. He's going to be in action later on in a singles match. The Arrows of Hungary, of course, going to try and finish the job in the tag title tournament. But Amboss, so far tonight, dominant as ever here in Austria.